Hello my friends, my name is Forge and welcome back to a brand new video. So today we have ourselves a brand new beta that we are going to be talking about, and it is 1.16.0.57. So for this brand new beta, we pretty much have ourselves the other remaining features that we've been missing from the Java edition, such as the new bastions, the new basalt biome. We have ourselves some brand new striders. I mean, there's a lot of really cool things inside this beta that I think you will definitely enjoy. Now, is it just me, or does it seem like that the basalt deltas look a little bit better on Bedrock? They actually do look a lot cooler in my own opinion, but that might just be me. But we're going to go ahead and talk about what is new inside this beta and begin with the brand new biome. So this is the basalt deltas. Inside this biome, you'll find yourself some blackstone, and they made it to where blackstone can now spawn throughout the Nether now, which is going to be really good. So you don't actually have to travel to this biome just to find this brand new stone. But if you want to be able to get yourself the maximum amount of blackstone, then go ahead and come here. Now, speaking of blackstone, there is going to be a bunch of different blocks that you can go ahead and get. And that's a little bit of a sneak peek right there that we're going to go talk about later on. But if I just go and type in black, as you can see, we got ourselves all the blackstones. And the blackstone is personally one of my favorite blocks. And I've been waiting for this to come to beta for a very long time, because now I can finally go ahead and build the stuff and make things look really cool. But anyways, we're also got ourselves some basalt all over the place. Obviously, it's why it's called the basalt deltas. There's going to be lava everywhere, so make sure that you bring yourself some really good fire resistance and stuff like that. But another thing that they've introduced is going to be the new striders. So if I go ahead and come inside here, and I go ahead and come inside the spawning section, we have striders. Now, make sure that you do turn on experimental gameplay for this, and some of the features also require experimental gameplay, so just go turn that on so that way you know that all the features are going to work properly. But this is going to be the strider. These are going to be able to be found inside lava lakes, so it is going to take you a little bit longer to go ahead and get this mob. But whenever you go and get this mob, you can go ahead and put a saddle on him, go ahead and get yourself a fungus on stick, which is crafted just like the carrot on stick, but except that the carrot is just with a fungus. And then you can just go ahead and run them around the Nether, which is really cool. Now, we also got ourselves this brand new structure, which is going to be the bastions. Now, the bastions were introduced in the last snapshot for the Java edition of 20.16.0.57. But inside of here, you're going to go ahead and be able to find yourself some really good loot, and these can be quite big as well. Plus, they're made up of a majority of blackstone, so whenever you go and find one of these, you're going to be able to go ahead and get yourself a ton of blackstone, which is pretty awesome. But as you also just saw, there were some chests down here as well. So let's go ahead and see if I can actually locate that chest really quickly. So here's our chest, and what do we get? We got ourselves a bunch of chain blocks. We have some obsidian, some string, and a bunch of other things. But you can get a lot of stuff inside these chests, which is actually pretty nice. But for the new chains, these are going to be something that many people are going to enjoy for building. I talked about this yesterday, and I'm just going to go and say it again. Okay, these are going to be very good for lanterns. I go ahead and place that right there. And if I go ahead and grab myself a lantern really quickly, this is going to be a very good thing just to hang your lanterns around your bases or something like that. So I'm going to go and put that right there. It's always so tricky to go ahead and place a block on those little things. But anyway, as you can see, we can go ahead and make these out of like different heights. And they do give off a really good look. I like that quite a bit. Next up, let's go and talk about the respawn anchor. So the respawn anchor is a brand new type of block that's going to allow you to go and set your spawn inside the Nether. Now, also speaking of respawning, you can also go and set the spawn point inside here as well. So if I go and do /spawn point, we can go ahead and set our spawn point right inside the Nether. So if I go and jump into this lava and I end up dying, I'm going to click on respawn, and we are now back inside the Nether. And I took a little bit of a tumble there. That wasn't very good. But let's go back over to game mode C. Now, what the respawn anchor is meant to do, it's meant to do exactly that. It's meant to set your spawn point right inside the Nether. So in order to go and set your spawn point though, you're going to need to go ahead and get yourself some glowstone. So glowstone blocks is what you need, not the dust. Go and right click on them. It's going to go ahead and do a nice little sound effect with a nice little effect with the Nether portal. I'm going to go ahead and right click it. Let's go ahead and jump off a mountain or whatever. And well, you don't have to jump off a mountain, but if you end up dying, that's the point. Then go ahead and click on respawn, and then you're back over here. It's going to go and lose one as well. So then you can go and refill it if you really wanted to again. Now if you do go ahead and set this aside like the overworld or something like that, then it is going to go and explode. Same thing for the end dimension. So do not put these anywhere near your base, because that'd be quite bad. But these might be really good for taking on the Ender Dragon. They've also added in the lodestone block. And if you don't know what lodestone block is, if I go and come inside here, grab myself a compass, these are basically going to be waypoints. So if I right click this, as you can see, we now got ourselves a fancy blue enchanted compass. Oh, I never seen blue enchanted before. Okay, well normally it's always purple. So maybe it is purple and I can't see it properly. Like, I don't really know. But anyway, for this compass, this is going to go ahead and point you all the way back to your lodestone. So let's say we're all the way over here. As you can see, it's pointing right back to our lodestone. So this will be very good if you lose your base or something like that. But if you lose the compass, then you're going to be in a really bad spot. Okay, that's not going to be good. But I'm going to go ahead and place down another lodestone, like all the way over here. You can go and change them as well. So now it's going to go point to there. But if I go ahead and right click this one within our compass, as you can see, we get ourselves 2 in a row. And it's going to be very good for multiple waypoints inside your worlds, or maybe your servers, or something like that. And this will also work in the overworld and the end dimensions. So these are going to be very good for finding bases. But now we got ourselves the abandoned nether portals. So the abandoned nether portals, these are going to be found in pretty much any biome inside the game. And these will be very good inside the nether, because if you lose your portal somewhere and you don't know where it is, if you find one of these portals, then you can just go ahead and repair the portal and go ahead and return home. Now inside this chest, you will be able to find yourself various types of loot. So you'll be able to go and find yourself some axes or pickaxes or any other type of golden stuff. Also, I think I found a bug, because as you can see, a second ago the tools were all enchanted. But if I actually go inside the chest, they're now enchanted again. Go outside that area, then they're unenchanted. Same thing goes for the compasses. The compasses, they are not enchanted anymore. Okay, that's a very strange bug. Now they also updated the way that you get yourself netherite tools and armor. Now you need to use a smithing table. There's also the soul speed enchantment. There is going to be the new music. So they actually added in the new music from Land and Rain. They also added in the new updated aquatic music. I mean, there's a lot of things that they have done for this brand new beta. There is a lot of really cool things. But also, they did introduce banning and realms permissions. So you can go ahead and ban people if you really wanted to. For the final thing I'm going to go and talk about, it's going to be in the server tab. Because as you can see, they are working on a brand new layout. And I'm hoping that the new layout looks nice whenever it's fully implemented. But for the time being, it actually doesn't look all that bad. But I'm just going to go ahead and close out of here. And that's pretty much what I wanted to go and talk about in today's beta. So I didn't go over every single feature. But if you want to go ahead and see every single feature, you will be able to go ahead and just join the beta if you're on Android or Xbox or Windows 10. Or you can go and look at the changelog if you really wanted to. But I do want to hear your thoughts down below in the comments or what you think of this. If you enjoyed today's video, then also let me know by leaving a like on it and subscribe so you never miss an upload. For now, I hope you have a logical day, and I will catch you next time. Bye!